Hey, selamat datang semua. Ditarik podcast dah mula. Well, Vantage bawa cerita. Ilmu keuangan buat hidup lebih berjaya.
Hai, Assalamualaikum semua. So, welcome back to our next Terakhir podcast. As I promised to you guys, this time episode is going to be very interesting because we're going to talk about the last generation breaking sandwich cycle. So, as many of you can see kan, sekarang ni a lot of people like posting on social media, TikTok, they're talking about sandwich generation. But last time, sandwich generation ni memang dah ada tau kalangan kita, but dia dah senyap balik tau. Now after that, after I like scroll my social media, my thread, Twitter and everything, I keep seeing like a lot of people posting about sandwich generation, they're struggling, their pain point, need to take care of their parents, their kids at the same time, and about their retirement planning. So that's why today our podcast we're gonna discuss and talk about it. So our today punya podcast punya guest kita tak lain tak bukan, kita ada Hazel in the house. So thank you so much Hazel for joining us today in Terakhir podcast.
Yeah, thank you for having me here.
Yeah. So how are you Hazel?
I'm good. A bit tired but good.
Okay, don't tired now. We have to stay active, okay?
Okay, for you. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so Hazel, a lot of people out there wanted to know, not me, because I know you obviously.
Okay.
Okay, so people wanted to know, Hazel, before you become a licensed financial planner, siapa Hazel?
Okay, siapa Hazel lah? Alright, so before I joined the financial industry, I was a reporter, pemberita, with one of the media company.
Okay.
For 7.5 years.
Wow, it's quite long.
And after that, I joined the unit trust industry since year 2000.
2000, okay.
But by 2 years ago,
Okay.
I decided to become a licensed financial planner.
Interesting. Hazel, can I ask if you don't mind? Why from become journalist, now you nak jadi licensed financial planner? I think it's kind of big changes, right, in your career?
To people who don't know me, yes, it seems like a big change.
Okay.
But for people who know me, I think they would find it's a natural progression.
Okay.
Because from young, when I was about my teenage years, it was the 1980s recession.
Okay.
So that time my family was very affected. So can say that we went into the poor category at that time because of the recession. So I had gone through a difficult time with my family, and I want to actually help other families to overcome financial issues, especially when a crisis hit.
So, wow, that's a very for me it's kind of big jump of career lah. But I think it's very touching heart lah because you know what you want to do. Basically from the journalist now you want to become let's say financial planner. You want to help more Malaysian out there, right? Definitely.
Yes,
So
yes.
that's why we bring you here today dekat Terakhir podcast sebab kita nak as I mentioned earlier, our topic today is to break the last generation of sandwich lah. So that's why kita nak tanya a few question dekat you lah. Okay. So the first one, Hazel. Jeng. Ready? Oh, dah macam exam dah kan?
Berdebar.
Kan selalu you interview orang. So hari ni I interview you. Okay?
Yes, switch position dah.
Switch position. Okay, so Hazel, when we talk about sandwich generation, okay, definitely we all know lah sandwich tu apa kan. So it's going to be like ada roti ke atas and ada juice, all the tuna, all the chicken at the center sandwich, all the salad kat tengah, and then kita ada at the bottom is the bread lah, the roti kan. So that's really us today is actually at the center lah. Now we want to talk about the juice, the ingredient at the center, right? So so you imagine kita kat center Okay, so kita as a center of the ingredient of the sandwich, right? People keep telling we all lah keep thinking that if we don't take care of our parents, we consider anak derhaka. Betul tak? Like, oh, tak nak jaga parents, tak nak jaga ayah. And then lots of kids right now like tolak ayah pergi sana, tolak parents pergi sini kan. So mereka tak nak jaga because of like their financial ke apa ke kan. So sekarang ni kita nak tanya you lah kan, macam mana kita nak bantu people out there like to remove that guilt culture tu.
Okay, thanks for that question, Amir.
Yeah.
I feel that I don't know what the individual who is posting that is feeling in their family.
Yeah.
But for Hazel, I feel that derhaka, is it in their own mind or in their own conscience yang dia rasa macam tu, or is it really dia derhaka? Yeah, I think for many mungkin dia feel that kalau dia tak bagi duit every month yang banyak, that they feel derhaka. But for Hazel, I think if we want to take care of our parents, it's not always in financial terms.
Yeah.
If your affordability tak mampu,
Yes.
then you can do other things.
Yeah.
You can give a little bit of allowance to your parents,
Yes.
but you can also make sure that they are healthy, take care of them.
Yes.
If they are sick, then bring them to the checkup ke,
The
hospital
yes.
ke, and spend time with them. Bring them where they need to go.
Yes.
Yeah, and for some families, including Hazel punya, my father is actually living with me, and I experienced the sandwich generation for real.
Okay, so you are the juicy at the center.
Yes, I am the juicy part in the center, the isi yang lazat kan.
Hazel Azad. Okay, continue. Okay.
So from my experience, we must know where we are. Yeah.
Agree.
So if we can only afford that much for our parents, we don't feel derhaka because we have done the best that we can for them.
Yes.
Yeah. That's how I feel.
Yeah, I think we cannot avoid like those like people think like mesti kena bagi duit because now people like keep thinking jaga parents je kena bagi duit. I think I agree with you sebenarnya kalau kita nak jaga parents, giving them a roof to stay, I think is considered jaga dah sebenarnya. Bring them for check up is considered jaga dah. I think what the things that you have done to your father now is a very touching lah. It's a very considered bagus lah kan.
Terima kasih.
Okay. So good,
Thank
Hazel.
you.
Thank you for the sharing. The next thing that I wanted to ask you, Hazel. So based on your experience lah kan. So what I believe because you as a financial planner, you dah jumpa banyak clients, you dah jumpa banyak prospect, you hear some of their story of life, right? So from your experience as a financial planner, right, what is the biggest mistake yang you selalu nampak for this sandwich generation selalu kena punya?
Okay, so like Amir cakap tadi, kita ni isi.
Yes.
Okay, so the easy of the sandwich is the most important part lah.
Yes.
If we are not delicious enough, then the sandwich will fail already. Kan?
Yes.
Okay, so to make this work, we have to make sure that the easy is doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, the title of our podcast today is to break free from the cycle,
Yes.
right? Be the last generation.
Yes.
So if we continue to not change, then it will continue. The cycle will continue.
Yeah.
So how we change it is we need to take charge of our future to make sure that we have a good planning. Alright,
Yes.
we must plan for our own retirement first
Definitely, yeah.
before we tengok how to give a lot to my parent ke or to my children.
Yeah.
Because if we don't take care of our own retirement, there is no loan for retirement. There is education loan, there is a renovation loan, many loan kan, tapi no retirement loan, right?
No.
Yeah. So we have to make sure that we have our numbers right, and then we will see our affordability for our parents, okay, and then for our children.
Yes.
Yeah. So that is why I feel that it's important for people to take a step back and look at all these numbers before they start to feel how are they going to take care of my parents, and if I don't meet to a certain standard, is it people going to talk about me? Don't worry about all that kind
don't worry
of thing.
about don't worry about netizen because
Yes.
people always talk about that, right?
Yes.
If you do good, also people talk back. If you don't do good, lagilah orang cakap pasal you kan. I think your explanation just now, I agree. Something like macam kalau kita naik flight kan. Just now you mentioned, I think you mentioned earlier. So that's the reason kenapa when we naik flight, then the pramugari ask you like to give the mask, the oxygen to your kids first.
Yes.
Then to you. To you first.
Yes.
To you first.
we have to make sure we are safe first. We are not in a danger zone first,
Yes,
right?
agree,
If we
agree.
already tak boleh nafas, how are we going to help the person next to us?
Betul. I think even the airline also understand that rules. So apakah lagi you all kat luar sana takkan tak understand, because we need to give oxygen to our first. Then baru kita boleh bagi oxygen like next to left and right. Kan?
Betul.
Yeah, I think I kind of agree with you lah. Saving is a must lah, and in order to have lah that thing. Okay, so the next question is Hazel. So we recently heard about like a lot of people like in the sandwich generation, they already drowned, lemas, trapped. Kan, sudah korek-korek lubang and then terjun. Kan, then sudah tak tahu nak buat apa dah kan. So banyak hutang nak kena cover. Sometimes some of the sandwich generation, they have to cover the hutang family also, right? That's normal lah, I think, frankly speaking lah, right? So what is the best of emergency exit yang paling strategic lah supaya like they can do?
Okay, I think there is no like shortcut method.
Definitely.
Important is just like the sandwich. There must be a three layer.
Yes.
3-layer solution, right? First, the EC is very important, kan? So just now I already mentioned.
lah.
Yes, which I already mentioned. We must first take time to identify what are our financial gaps in our lives.
Yes.
Financial gap means boleh tak kita meet our retirement first? You know, kalau ada gap, how are we going to close the gap?
Close the gap.
Bridge
Yes.
the gap.
Yes.
And then after that, we have to look at what is the other financial concerns in our life. So one would be our parents, because we are
Yes.
sandwich generation, right?
Yeah.
How much is the support that I can afford?
Yes.
Not how much is support I want to give.
Yes, yes.
How much is the support I can afford
Yes.
without dia jejaskan my retirement.
Yes.
Because if that jejas my retirement,
Yeah.
then the cycle continue.
Yes.
Because by the time I retire, I tak mampu retire, then my anak kena jaga
Kena
saya.
jaga
So
balik.
itu cycle akan berterusan lah. But we want to stop that, kan?
Yes.
So we have to think longer term then. Oh,
Betul.
why what I want to show people ke, or I want to feel guilty ke,
Yeah.
derhaka or something, right?
Betul.
So don't let that influence you too much.
Yes,
So
yes.
look at the numbers, the
Yeah.
affordability, and then we see, okay, this is what I can do. And in Malaysia now, right, a lot of people may not know, but there's a very good government hospitals and all that
Yeah.
you can give if your parents have not been able to buy the medical card. lah.
Yeah.
I experienced that. I bring my parents to klinik kesihatan. I bring my father to the government hospital, Cyberjaya Hospital. It's really good. Yeah, it's really good. Okay, so that is the top layer. Then we look at the bottom layer.
Yes, which
Now
is-
the bottom layer, of course, we as parents, we have to make sure that they have their proper education
Yeah,
and
agree.
all that, right?
Yeah.
But mampu ke kita send them overseas?
Yes.
If really we tak mampu, then local is a lot of options.
Yes, betul.
And then a lot of foreign university also now have branches.
Yes,
in
has branches
Malaysia.
in Malaysia, yeah.
So we have to look at all that.
Yes.
But if we can afford, of course lah.
Yeah.
But if we kalau tak boleh afford, takkanlah kita ambil terlalu banyak loan
Yeah.
sampai nak cekik dah.
Ya.
Cekik.
Tak boleh nak rotate balik duit tu.
Yeah, so then it will perpetuate the cycle of the sandwich generation because
Yeah.
the hutang kan banyak kan.
Betul, betul.
Alright. So we have to look at these 3 layers.
Yes.
And then start to plan it.
Betul.
Plan
Agree?
it properly.
Yeah.
So that is the, well, you say emergency exit. It's not a shortcut exit.
Yeah.
It requires you to sit down, plan the gaps, how to achieve the goal.
Yeah.
So the goal would be now how to support your elders and how to support your youngest. And there's one more thing I want to add. Besides just the money part,
Yeah.
I think for our children, right, is the education, pendidikan tentang pengurusan kewangan.
Kewangan.
Because kalau mereka tak ada financial literacy,
Yes.
they will again end up in the sandwich generation.
Yes.
Yeah. So right now, what I do with my daughter is I make sure that she catches the good habits if she can. Right now, she must already start to do that in her life lah.
Yes, yes.
So she understands that.
Yeah, I think as a parents, like that's the main biggest goal lah for kids to follow your footsteps, how to do saving. Because if the parents is like spending like crazy, so I believe that the kids also follow, right?
Yes, yes.
Because kids sometimes they don't speak, they don't talk to us, like they're just watching. My parents like all belanja sana sini also can, meaning they assume like our parents kaya already lah. But they don't know like you guys also struggle like taking care of your parents, right? So I think it's good that you give some example to your daughter, right? So that she can follow your footsteps. So I think I believe you can break the cycle of generation.
I pray so.
Yes.
Yeah. So I have very honest and deep conversations with my daughter about it.
How old she is?
She will be 17 this year.
Oh.
Yeah, and she'll be going to study in a college soon this year. I'm going to Kuching.
Oh, Kuching.
Yeah.
Why Kuching?
Long story.
Okay.
But she's going to a university that is located in Kuching lah. So
okay.
over the sea, but not overseas lah.
I think I can consider over the river.
Yeah. Or like over the lautan lah.
Like small lautan lah. Like still overseas, you still need to catch a plane and go there.
Yes. So that's her age now, and I'm glad to see the progression. When she was younger, our anak, right? They all have their own characteristic. So ada yang dia pandai simpan duit, ada yang dia pandai guna duit.
Yes.
My daughter started off as pandai guna duit. In fact, still pandai guna duit. Tapi because I have a regular deep conversation with her regarding this issue, and actually the sandwich generation thing, we do talk about it.
Yes.
So she is aware, and I really hope next time we can both break the cycle. Me and her, we can break. She's our only child.
Yeah. I think I kind of agree with you. Like in the end of the day, we need to be transparent to our parents and also to our kids, right?
Transparency.
Because if we don't tell them the truth, that so they will assume like you can afford to take care of me, you can afford to. So I think it's trust is number one. Not trust, I think honesty lah is number one lah. I think I like your story whereby you send your parents to government clinic, because nowadays pun not to promote, okay? Not to promote. Disclaimer, government hospital also their services are very good actually, because I also experienced that thing. I sent my mom to actually government hospital instead of swasta, but only if she got like fall sick, like the mom ke and everything, right? I immediately send her to private lah. So that's why I keeping my money to send her to private hospital, because I don't want her to like a bit long queue sikit lah. So because she fall sick, I so scared, so I sent her lah. But her normal routine checkup is just a government hospital. So I'll thank God like until today she's fine. She's fine. So that's why I wanted to show to people out there, not to promote again. Like government hospital is not that bad. Okay.
Yeah, it is actually good.
My mom is in a good shape, in good condition. Like she's now 67, I think. Like she's healthy, she can walk, she can see very clear. Yeah, as long as she take care of herself, I also can take care of her. So yeah, I think I agree with you lah. I being honest with my mom, like, hey, this is my salary, this is my expenses. Even though I'm not married yet, but still, maybe I punya 7 generation, bawah tu tak ada roti lah.
Belum
But I'm planning to have the ada roti lah kat bawah kan. But now I punya 7 generation just roti bawah and I punya juicy kat atas lah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so Hazel, thanks for sharing that lah. Okay, so next question I wanted to ask you. Okay. Just now, I think I heard that you're saying that we need to be honesty is number one lah kan. So I believe that some of the parents mesti some of the parents don't understand, because some of the parents, they used to live in the luxury life during their younger time. Now they're like in the retirement mode with no saving, with no medical card, right? So we need to send them to normal government hospital. So maybe some of the parents don't understand, because during their luxury time, they go to private hospital, right? So my question is like, how we want to talk to them like in a nice way, like, hey dad, like, can we go to government instead? But then the father don't want, instead don't want. So what is your advice to sandwich the juicy one?
Again, back to what I said earlier.
Okay.
It's about honesty.
Yes.
Yeah. of course, a lot of people will ask us for many things, including our parents,
Yes.
right? So if our parents are used to a luxurious lifestyle, but they didn't buy a medical card for themselves when they were young, right?
Yeah.
So they thought, okay, the company punya medical card to tampung dia is enough, right? But bila dia dah bersara, there's no more medical card from the company, and at that point in time, kalau mereka sihat, I really syorkan yang dapatkan medical card for them lah, because when you have a medical card, if the limit is on quite a good limit lah, yang tinggi, you tanpa was-was you akan pergi hospital.
Yes.
You know, you don't have to worry about yang kos pembedahan tinggi ke or the cost kat hospital tinggi. You don't have to worry because the insurance company will pay for it.
Yes.
Yeah. But the problem is sometimes when they retire already, they are not healthy enough to take the medical card.
Yes.
Bila ada
They are not fit.
They are not fit enough. So at that point in time, if they don't have the ability to buy a medical card already, the option yang munasabah, yang tak akan pecahkan wallet anak,
yes,
ialah go to the public hospital lah, the government hospital.
Yeah.
Now, I just want to break the perception, because I do send my parent to the klinik kesihatan and also the government hospital. Not all government hospital is very bad. Yeah, in fact, my experience, thank God, has been very good. I live in an area where I'm near to a very good government hospital. So it is actually not a bad thing, because if you still send your parents to the private hospital, it's not that cannot, it's good, because like you mentioned just now, if it's very emergency, no chance to wait, you have to send. But you have to be prepared for the bill to be big lah. Because a few days in the private hospital, you beribu-ribu kan the bill.
Some of the hospital puluh ribu.
Per puluh ribu pun ada. So that's the important part of the planning.
Yes.
We have to, if our parent tak mampu lagi beli insurance because of hal kesihatan mereka, then we have to have a fund for their medical emergency.
Yes.
Yeah. So that it won't break into our retirement fund. Kita ada asset tagging untuk that lah.
Betul.
So we have to prepare for that.
Yes.
That is if kita cannot get them a medical card. But that's why if you are still healthy, help lah your children get a medical card.
Betul-betul, because that's why bukanlah kita nak promote medical card, but yelah, I mean like for the younger one, they don't think about medical card yet, kan? But for us, we gone through the situation. We gone through our parents, with our parents. Even we ourselves gone through that thing, right? So now we can see how important is the medical card, right? So that's why, as I say, not to promote medical card, but from this podcast, hopefully you guys can think of by your own lah, macam how this medical card can help you in the future. Betul tak?
So if sudah terlepas peluang, like Hazel said, I nak ulangkan is don't look down on government hospital and government clinic. You can use that as an option. The other one is, while you use that as an option, yang really case tenat, right? You need to send immediately to the private hospital. Then you build a fund that is for medical emergency for your parents.
Okay. So maksudnya medical card pun sekarang pun ada cash value juga kat situ. Some of the medical card lah. I mean like kan. So it depend on the plan lah, macam mana that suits you lah, betul tak? So just now we talking about like medical versus cash, betul tak? Like some of the thing that you can use medical, guna medical, so medical card. So some of the thing that you guna cash dulu, right? So I think for the next one is actually, what about the education track for our children? Kan, sebab ada parents dia willing to habiskan like very lots of money just to send their kids for degree, right, dekat overseas, this and that semua, until diorang even ignore their retirement punya fund. So my question is like, so it's considered like is a gift to the kids, or is a trap for yourself?
Okay, now it's a gift if you mampu lah. It's really, if you really mampu, after you calculate everything, you can retire well, you can have enough for your kids' education overseas. If you mampu, it's a gift. It's a beautiful gift, and your anak will thank you because they experience going overseas and all that. But if you tak mampu, then it will be a trap lah. Because
Betul?
I have seen before even I become a licensed financial planner, I have seen, I've heard, and I know people who they only have one house, but they sanggup to refinance the house or jual the house, take that money and send the kids overseas.
Wow.
Or they will take a lot of personal loan if the education loan not enough, to send the kids overseas. Now, it's very nice the kid enjoy everything.
Yeah.
But I don't know whether the kid can enjoy if the kid know that the parents did that, right?
Yeah.
But maybe they didn't even dare to tell the children.
Yes.
But if the children knew, how would the child feel? Very pressured to perform, kan?
Betul.
Or at the end, right? Even if the child comes back from the studies and continue life, how would their retirement look like? Because they sudah, jual rumah, dia sudah
betul.
ambil loan banyak, personal loan. So, how would their life be with their retirement?
Yes.
If they don't plan well, they will definitely be in the sandwich generation.
Yes, it's like keep repeat back.
Yeah, the anak kena, maybe bayar the hutang and all that kind of thing. So
I think can I share one thing, right? I think I think, correct me if I'm wrong, right? I think one of the things that sandwich generation keep happening, right, is because like I think I agree with your point. Some parents like they are selling their rumah, their tanah, whatever, just to send the kids to the overseas study, right? So I think maybe some of these parents, right, their mindset, right, once the children come back, right, you need to find a good work and you jaga me, right? I believe you always constantly hear about this thing, right? Like, when you pandai-pandai nanti kan sudah kerja bagus-bagus, you jaga I balik. Right? So I think for me, I feel that macam that's the sandwich generation keep continue happen lah, because all these parents thought that by sending kids to the overseas study is an investment.
that is their retirement plan.
Yes. But being honest lah, I think for people out there, I think don't put your kids as your investment plan. Your kids is not your investment plan. Sebab they thought that they invest to their kids, in the end of the day, they will get something in return whereby they're taking care of us. So it's not actually. So in the end of the day, your retirement fund is your retirement fund. You cannot campur with your orang kata apa? Kids education fund. Kids education fund is not investment for you. Itu yang people like misunderstanding about that things, right? So yeah, thank you Hazel for sharing that thing. Hazel, I love the term of the last generation as the today podcast punya topic, right? It's about the last generation of sandwich, right? So that's why I invite you here today, because kita nak jadi yang terakhir untuk sandwich generation. Kita tak nak ada continue and keep continue lagi kan. Ada yang terpaksa jadi like burden to the parents and also to the kids, right? So kita nak everything went smooth. So speaking of that, I want to relate a bit about the sibling. Okay, I mean, of course, definitely, unless you anak tunggal lah, so you cannot say anything. You have to be the juicy, the standalone juicy, right? So for those who actually in the middle, caught up in the middle, but have a siblings, so what is your not advice lah? I think how is your perspective, like wanted to share, like how they can like lift the load atau the burden to the siblings equally.
Okay, very good question.
Yeah.
This one is actually not so much a financial question. I find this one is more of a relationship question. Kalau dah family ada strong relationship, semua adik-beradik rapat sangat, they will on their own, they know how to split the bill. Okay, no need to say, you kena. Okay, tapi kalau relationship tu tak rapat, okay, dah ada problem lah, ada persingkatan ke apa, I don't know. So that is when the issue. Alright, because I have observed some families, they are very close relationship, they already know how to split the bill, and they even know how to know, this one doing better financially, this one not so well, maybe not equal, but maybe this one can help more, this one whatever dia mampu, So when the relationship is good, semua
no issue
bagus
lah.
But bila dah
tak bagus
tak
ni,
bagus, then they
tu?
will come up with you must pay equally ke apa-apa. So I don't know. This one I've observed. I've also seen how it happens. So this one it's more of a relationship question, I find.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So my advice or my 2 cents worth is
Yes.
build a strong family relationship lah.
Yes,
Then
yes.
I think this one it will solve the matter on its own.
Yeah.
I also want to bring something reality hari ini. Dulu
Aha.
realitinya orang banyak anak. Ramai anak. So dia boleh kongsi little bit.
Yeah.
But sekarang the number of anak sudah
It's getting
shrink.
smaller.
Sometimes 2 or 1 anak tunggal like you
Yes.
say, right?
Yeah.
So anak tunggal no issue. You no choice. You have to tanggung
Yes.
semua. Even if 2 anak, sometimes 1 anak not doing well, then
Yes.
the other one have to tanggung.
Yes.
Or if they are quite good with relationship, they will split equally.
Yes.
So the reality of then and now is very different. So parents dulu they make their anak the retirement fund because that's why they have many anak. So
Yes.
everyone share kan.
Senang.
Sekarang lain already.
So parents out there, please quiet, very like very sayang your anak all. Yeah, that's true because you're talking about relationship, right? So the parents have to equally sayang anak mereka.
Yes.
So that in the end of the day, they can equally jaga you.
Betul. If the anak feel, that one is the favourite, let the favourite jaga
Yes.
you lah. Let the
Yeah.
favourite do it lah, you know.
But for you actually anak tunggal or you got siblings?
There's 2 of us.
Ah.
Me and my brother. So we only. That's why I said now the family is very small.
Yes, yes.
So it's different from dulu kala yang 10, 11, 13
Yes.
children. No more lah.
Wow. But you even though you got your brother and you're taking care of your father, right? That's a very good.
Oh, thank you.
That's
thank
very
you.
good. Because for Malay one, right? We always have this skeptical thinking, right? Okay, kalau parents, it must go to the anak lelaki. But for others, I don't know. But for Malay one, like mesti kena push anak lelaki. Even though the first one is a sister, right? The second is the brother, right? So the second brother have to take care of the.
Okay, good luck to you.
By the way, I anak last.
Oh, okay. Anak bongsu.
Anak bongsu. So orang jaga I.
Okay lah, bagus lah you.
Yeah, thank you. Good luck takut I. Okay, so I think I like your advice. We have to take care of the relationship between us lah. So yes, it's not related to the money, financial planning kind of thing, but sometimes it's affected, you know. But when you play favourite, you know, like ataupun you gaduh sana, you gaduh sini, so
Yeah.
dia akan affected the whole thing, right? So before you nak gaduh dengan adik-beradik you, think again
Think that many times.
many times. So not only jaga duit, but you also have to jaga relationship between the sibling lah. I think that's a very good advice, Hazel. Thank you so much. Walaupun tak suka, kena suka. Okay, so Hazel, my next question. So selain daripada harta, legacy lah, we're talking about legacy now. So paling penting that dia paling penting actually yang kita bina hari ni supaya anak kita boleh start from zero dan bukan start from negative hutang. So apa selain daripada harta, apa yang kita boleh build now?
Selain harta, as what Hazel cakap dulu, is how they see us.
Yes.
Monkey see, monkey do.
Yes.
Monkey see, monkey do. So,
Yes.
if you tell your children, oh, you have to save money, you have to plan, your anak tengok, you boros sangat.
Beli LV.
Then apa ni? My mother asked me to do something which she is not doing.
Yeah.
They won't follow.
Yeah.
They won't. You can tell them, you can send them to kursus ini, kursus apa pun, tak akan jadi.
Takkan jalan.
Yeah. So, my simple is monkey see, monkey do.
Yes.
You want your anak to do this way, you have to start with yourself.
Yes.
The isi tu yang
Yes.
penting you have to start. So no way to do it except to make a change. So if you are boros all this while, you have to show your anak you are making a change, and then they will say, oh, okay.
Yes,
Then
betul.
they will follow.
Yeah, I think I agree with that lah. Put aside lah that maybe because to be honest, frankly speaking, like my last time parents like didn't teach me well for the financial literacy, so I haven't like get until I work with WVA, then I know the financial literacy.
Bagus.
yeah. To be honest, because I start to do saving, I start to take care of my ASB, whatever this and that, my tabung haji and everything, because I work with Wealth Vantage Advisory, then I will know. Oh, okay. And
Bersyukur kan?
Yeah, and then thanks to all you all of the advisor here, because they keep constantly come to me and like, you know, ajar me a bit like, hey Amir, you cannot do this, you cannot do this. Yeah, thanks to you guys actually I start to have a house funding and everything lah. So that's why I'm so glad that I work
Mantap.
here. Yeah, mantap. Bukan nak promote. Even though I work here, bukan nak promote, okay? But what I try to say is actually the financial literacy that what we have last time tak ada kan. So that's why we all need bukanlah we all need financial planner, but it start with the parents, it start with the us kan. So that's why for those parents yang tak ada financial literacy, I suggest you start to dig in, cari information to help your kids, because that is our main topic today, because we want to break the last sandwich generation cycle. So that's why it start with the you, with the us, right? So I think I agree with your advice lah. Selain daripada legacy, is financial literacy is number one lah sebenarnya. Last time when during our parents' time, like financial is nothing because tak ada inflation teruk punya. And then dulu like RM1 can get one nasi lemak. Now one nasi lemak is how much?
A lot.
RM5 maybe.
It depend on where you go.
Yeah. Alah, you rasa kita akan pergi ke nasi lemak biasa kan? Bila naik gaji kita pergi nasi lemak mahal.
Itulah lifestyle creep yang
lifestyle
saya
creep yang you cakap tadi kan. So Hazel, before we end our session, right, I wanted to ask you lah, for listeners out there, right, is there any other simple method that they can start this week, you know, like after hearing our bising-bising here today, right, at the Terakhir podcast. So what is the one advice that you could give to them, to the listeners out there, that they can follow today, start this week?
Okay, I think they have heard it if they are people who like to listen to YouTube ke apa tu. But this is a very important nasihat lah.
Yeah.
Write down why you must break the last generation. The why is very important. Yeah, you have heard Simon Sinek talk about it, or other guru talk about it. But it is true. The why must be very important. If you can put reasons why you must do this, okay, maybe example is, if I don't do this, how will I feel when I become the parent yang depend totally on my anak in the future? How will I feel? How will my anak feel? Do I like the feeling or not? Okay, if I hate the feeling, I don't like it, and my anak surely won't like it. What is that pain point that will make me take action that I must? Because if without that why, right, that is very big and very strong, we won't be committed lah to do what we just discussed, right? Or plan lah, this lah, simpan duit lah, planning lah. We won't take action. Podcast ni interesting menarik tapi okay lah. Esok lah, lusa lah, and then nothing happen, right?
Nothing happen, tak bergerak pun.
So that 1% shift yang you boleh buat is, after this podcast, immediately write down how your life and why you must take this action. Do you like your life if you continue doing what you're doing? If you're already very well planned, congratulations. You are a gift to your children, you're a gift to your parents. But if you're in a situasi yang you know lah,
not kaya, not miskin, in the between.
So what must you do different, and why must you do it? That all the reasons sebab tu, give yourself that motivasi untuk doing something yang important. Change, make the change. I think the isi must make the change.
The isi must be juicy and sedap. I think I agree with all your advice here. I just want to add a little bit, right? As to break the sandwich trap, like what you can do also, like somewhere around this week. First thing first, like I think your is more like on the big why, right? So me, from my side, my perspective is like, it's when. No, when. Kan?
After the why, you must know when. When is usually yesterday lah. You should have done it yesterday kan. But
agree.
The next thing is now lah.
Thank you, Hazel, for answering my question. Actually, my next one is actually now, because people keep asking like, am I too late to break the sandwich cycle? I think it's not too late lah. It's not too late. Even though you are caught up in that situation now, it's never too late to actually for you to start now sebenarnya. I mean, if you really don't know what to do, my advice is like start to seek for help. Like maybe not seek for help like psychiatrist lah. A lot of people think, jumpa psychiatrist, I sudah gila lah, dia tak ada.
Financial planner is a bit like a psychiatrist. You can tell us all your issues.
Yes. I agree. So that's why nak promo sikit kan. So to people out there, right? If you are looking, if you are start to wondering why and when to do it, and if you're caught up in that situation now, this is the time for you to look for your help. My advice, don't take any advice from ChatGPT or Gemini lah. I mean, like they because they don't understand you. right? They don't understand how you're feeling now. So it's not that I would say like the Gemini or ChatGPT is wrong, but it's just that they doesn't accurate lah the things that you are facing now. So my advice is try to look for social, like look for financial planner. Try to tell them like what you are feeling now, how what is your situation lah. So that's why I wanted to invite to all of you today is actually whoever watching this podcast, we want to invite you to have a discovery session with us. It's totally free for all of you that watching podcast today. Actually you can have discovery session with Hazel. Hazel akan ada. So kalau you all nak ada discovery session dengan Hazel, kita boleh setkan appointment untuk you guys out there. So it's very important for you to meet with them first because it's a free session for you, and there is no product approach, there is no struggle, there is no orang kata apa confirm nak kena sign up ke apa ke, there is no sign up everything semua. Just sit there and tell them about your financial concern, tell them about your financial goal. Let's say if your goal is want to take care of your parents and everything, so this is the right platform for you guys lah. So if you wanted to have the discovery session, you can click the link below. I'm not sure whether it's on the below on the top lah. I don't know.
You will find out when you watch it.
You find out when you watch it lah. So just click the link everywhere from the screen ke caption ke apa ke, and secure your spot now, and we gonna set your appointment. You can even meet with Hazel also. And
Look forward.
yeah, and then for those people out there actually wanted to connecting with Hazel, Hazel, what is your social media if you don't mind to share?
Well, I'm on Facebook.
Can?
You will see my name as Hazel Ong Archibald. Hazel Ong Archibald. Yeah.
International name. So you can look for her or you can DM us and we can share you Hazel punya profile and Facebook lah. So yes, thank you so much Hazel for your beautiful sharing.
Most welcome, most welcome.
And beautiful knowledge. We gain a lot actually for today's generation. I think whatever that you share today, we hope that Malaysian out there can open their eyes, you know, big, and not only small like that.
And open your heart.
Open your heart actually, because financial planning is about open your heart and mind to accept it. Because most of people, they don't accept, like they are in the sandwich generation, but they don't realize it, right? Until the financial lubang korek sudah terjun, then baru kena lah kan. So as I mentioned, when is now, it's never too late to actually to start now. And Hazel, thank you again for joining us on the Terakhir podcast. So let's have the
enjoy.
thinking. Oh yeah,
Shit.
before we end, I forgot. Before we end, until we meet again for our next podcast section on the episode 8. Sorry, 8. On the episode, ada banyak episode dah kan.
Okay.
So thank you so much Hazel.
Bye. You're
Mana dia?
welcome. Bye.
Ada banyak kamera.